All right, shalom, shalom. This is start by Yah, coming once more through the Spirit and power through Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And first and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Wakakwadash. Yeah, that'll be the correct names of the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ. I want to say double honor to the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well and sound doctrine, who taught us this 100% truth according to the scriptures. I want to say peace and salutation to the whole elect that spread through the four corners of the earth. Okay, and through the Spirit, I just want to touch on, all of the plagues that the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua is bringing on Babylon the Great. All right, because we're in the times where Yahweh Shem Yahushua is about to make his second return unto America, which is known once again as Babylon the Great. Why? Because this place, all right, is a land of confusion, a land of darkness, all right, a place of a lot of wickedness, all right, that have taken place here. All right, this is the worst kingdom ever erected under the so-called white man's watch. All right, so this is the time where the Lord is visiting Esau. All right, and matter of fact, I'm gonna start off in the book of 2nd Esdras 9. All right, because just like the times of before, all right. Matter of fact, let me get that. That's a good one. This is Romans, the book of Romans 15:4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. Okay, and just going back into the to aforetime, all right, back in the past, all right, in biblical time, all right, where Noah, being the 8th person, was saved through the flood, all right, and also the story of Sodom and Gomorrah, how the Lord destroyed that whole city with fire and brimstone, all right, and then you have what you had with Pharaoh being overthrown by the water, all right, the Red Sea, all right, swallowed up Pharaoh's army and his whole nation of people, which was the Egyptians, all right, which where the Lord, all right, ultimately, all right, show signs and wonders and plagues as of before, all right, and the Lord is doing it once more, all right, and this is how the Lord gets down. But nevertheless, all right, the things that was written aforetime were written for our learning, all right, that we might have hope, all right, and comfort of the scriptures, all right, because the Lord always came through for his people, man, those who follow after righteousness, all right. But this is 2nd Esdras 9:6. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings, and wonder, and powerful works, and endings, and effects and signs. All right. So these are the signs, all right, that's taking place now. All right, that you see that's going over the whole planet Earth. Those wildfires. You got what this hurricane that's over there in California. I think they call it Hillary. Okay. You had earthquakes. All right. Just like St. Matthew's, the 24th chapter, that you should see. You should hear wars and rumors of wars. All right. You should hear earthquakes. In this same scripture, it says that. Matter of fact, 2nd Esdras 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And how do we measure the times? Through the prophecies, all right? Because the prophecies is what's got to manifest. This is how the Lord, measure the time. Well, this is how the prophets, all right? Amos 3:6, that the Lord will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto the servants, the prophets. And this is the secrets that we have, that we are able to see the foretelling of the things that's befallen this place, because like once I said before, that this is the time of the Lord visiting the so-called white man, all right, for all the lies and the philosophies, the blasphemies, all right, and this devil, all right, have put himself on the platform of him being the Most High and his only begotten Son and the angels. All right, and that's how you know this man been blaspheming the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Job 9:24 tell you that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. All right, so the Lord, you know, he want his people, all right, to depart from this wicked ass place, all right, before it's too late. All right, and all over the world the Lord is showing forth the judgments. All right, and it says 2nd Esdras 9:1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou see part of the signs past which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then thou shalt well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginnings, or the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. All right, and the way of the world is the end of the world is manifest. Is what I just read. 6. It said, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. All right, and these are the signs that you're seeing, man. All right, the hurricanes, the wildfires. All right, and these places are happening in diverse places, man. You never heard really too much Canada never having like wildfires. All right, not in my lifetime. All right, even over there in Europe, man. All right, they're having wildfires. All right, and also, all right, earthquakes are everywhere, man. Just a whole lot of stuff is going on. Just like in the time of Egypt, where the Lord, you know, sent locusts. All right, he sent a famine into the land. All right, the land was. He also turned the river, or whatever you will, the water into blood. All right. So all of these things, all right, the Lord done then, he's doing it today. The same things, all right? So the things that was written aforetime was written for our learning. All right, so everything that you see, all right, is the beginning, it's the end of all things, all right? And the Lord is only going to come for his elect. Everybody else here in Babylon the Great is going to die here that don't, you know, turn back to the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, all right? And like I said, once again, that this is the visit, this is the Lord visiting the so-called white man, all right? This is Lamentations 4:21, and it reads, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. And who is Edom? All right, the biblical name of the so-called white man, all right? He is not white. All right, neither is the children of Israel, you so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native American, and Seminole Indian, or black. All right, these are just terms that the so-called white man came up, all right, to pretty much be that covering cast to, you know, to get away from the prophecies. But we already have the understanding, wisdom, and knowledge. All right, we know that Esau, the so-called white man, are the Edomites. All right, according to the scriptures, it say, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. All right, and making himself naked is meaning his sins are being revealed. All right, the Lord said he shall. Matter of fact, let's get that. This man is being revealed. All right. It says Second Thessalonians 2:7. For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. And who is the spirit of the Lord's mouth? All right, the prophets. All right, we are able to now, all right, go into depth on how this devil, all right, have been loose for a little season, Revelation the 20th chapter, to deceive the whole world. But now he is being brought forth, all right, by the prophets, all right, and we're shining a light on all of this man's evil that he have been doing. All right, what did he do when he came over here to America? All right, he slaughtered the Native American Indians. All right, he brought the the tribe of Judah over here, all right, and that's talking about the southern kingdom itself, all right, Benjamin, Levi, and Judah, all right, and what did he do? Packed them up like sardines on a cargo slave ship, and you know, and brought us over here and lynched us, murdered us, raped us, all right. That's why the scriptures say the thief cometh not but for to steal, kill, and destroy. Who was the thief? All right, Esau, his punk ass ain't never worked for anything. Everything that he got, man, was off the blood, sweat, and tears of our people, man, picking in those cotton fields, man, all right, working these jobs as today, man, all right. You're still a slave, man, if you don't understand that, man. I don't care how much money you people got, man. You still don't have much. You don't have more than Esau Edom himself, man, who faces on the money, all right. And you know, the Lord is consuming him, all right, with the prophets, man, all right. And just, you know, going back to Lamentations 4:21, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. All right, you so-called white people, all right, you need to be rejoicing. You need to be doing everything you can right now, all right, because the Lord is starting to visit this place, man, which he been doing, all right, but it's getting real close of, you know, the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah making his second return, man, all right, and gathering this elect, because that's who the Lord is coming for, man. He's not coming for everybody, all right. He's only coming for those servants, man, the prophets, man, all right, that's been, you know, out here on the highways and byways and doing the works of the Lord and keeping 100% truth of this doctrine, all right. But it said, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwell in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through until thee, all right, because Edom, all right, the so-called white people, all right, have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, man, all right. This devil have basically you know, put forth his lies and his rhetoric, his evil, all right, ideologies across the whole planet, all right. That's why the nations are mad. The Lord is gonna, you know, take those nations, all right, to rise up against this devil, all right, and shoot forth those ICBM missiles, man, them intercontinental ballistic missiles, man, all right, that's gonna shoot forth from one end of the earth and to, you know, to the other, all right. And it's the time we in, man, all right. But before all the said measures be fulfilled, all right, the Lord don't stir them nor move them, man, all right, to everything be fulfilled. So we, you know, still gotta wait on, you know, certain prophecies to take place, man, all right. You know, the Charagma, World War III, and Jacob's trouble, all right. And then, you know, being you know, beamed up by the chariots, man, all right. And then, you know, it says, thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thy iniquities is accomplished, O daughter of Zion, because Zion is likened to a comely woman, all right. And Jeremiah, all right, it's talking about the whole nation of Israel, but only the elect, man, starting with the elect first, all right. The Lord said he will not carry thee away into captivity, all right. He will no more carry thee into captivity, because this is the last ruling powers that be, all right. The beast system, which is the so-called white man's reign right now, all right. It says he will visit thy iniquity. Iniquity just goes into sin on sin, all right. This man Tab is still continuing on, man, all right. He's not going to be able to pay it back, but only by through blood, where the Lord is going to smash these devils, all right. And he's going to use the men as well, all right, the servants, all right. It says, O daughter of Edom, he will discover thy sins, all right. And that's what's happening now, all through the four corners of the earth. This man's sins is being revealed, all right. And you've been seeing that shit that happened in Montgomery, Alabama, all right, that this devil still hates you, man, all right. This devil been hating you, man. The Lord been showing you since the beginning of time, man, that this devil, all right, it talks about Ezekiel 35, that this devil got a perpetual hatred, man, all right, a never ending type of hate, man, all right. So, you know, this man's sins is being revealed now, all right. And that's why this devil is about to come down with great wrath. But going back, second Esdras, we in the time of this man being visited by the Lord, man. And you're going to see, because I got video, all right? This second Esdras 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, all right? And the words of prophecy, all right, was commanded of us to, you know, to give to those, you know, who the Lord still got his hands stretched out still for, man, because the doors of repentance is still here, all right? Prophecy just go into the foretelling of the things of the future, all right? And it says, what's that, Revelation 19:10, that the testimony of our Lord, all right, is the spirit of prophecy, man. All right. So this is what we was commanded to speak. All right. Which I will put in thy mouth. See, saith the Lord. And this is how we consuming these devils. All right. And these 2/3 too, man. All right. Because a lot of you going down this side as well. It say, cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of of them trouble thee that speak against thee. And that incredulity just go to the unbelievers, all right? And see what's going to happen for these unbelievers. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, all right? And that's going to be your judgment. It says, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. And that's what you see right now. The plagues are being shot forth, all right? All through the four corners of the earth, man. All right, and when that famine hit, it's gonna get real ugly out here, man. All right, people are gonna be looking to steal your goods, man. Whether it's your food, your children, or your woman, man. All right, even men. All right, you know, it's gonna go back to the ancient world, man, where cannibalism was taking place. All right, people was eating their own shit, drinking their own piss. It's gonna get bad out here, man. All right, it said, for wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. It says, therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely committed. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain to continually. And that's what you see right now. All right, it talks about how Lot was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, all right, and you see that our people are is degenerate, all right. You got all type of madness going on men, women on women, all right. You seeing people eating all these abominations, eating alligators, man, eating pig feet, man, eating all type of bugs, and just all completely, just all type of shit is just off. Transgenders, all right, they're pushing the ways of the so-called white man. And, all of this stuff, that's why it says that, the Lord is not, it says, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, all right? So the Lord ain't holding his tongue anymore. That's why the judgments is being on a high level of being shot forth through here in Babylon the Great. It said, therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them, all right, the elect, all right? That's why I say Micah 10 or Micah 2:10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. All right, it is polluted, man. It should destroy you. Roughly paraphrasing, man. All right, and how will it destroy you? All right, because Esau, Edom. All right, as it says in Psalms, what do I have to do to declare my statutes, man? All right, because Esau have turned everything upside down, man. All right, everything that you think is good is actually evil, man. All right, because this man is as death, man. So following the ways of this man, it's going to ultimately get you put to death. All right. They say, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. See, the Lord's people is led to as a flock to the slaughter, man. All right, following this man's ways, man. All right, it's going to lead to death. It say, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Because Egypt is synonymous with bondage, captivity, all right? And it's not talking about ancient Egypt. It's talking about now, all right? Where it talks about Revelation, all right, that this place is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, man, all right, where our Lord was crucified. How was the Lord crucified here? All right, by, the blasphemy of, taking away the names, all right, and making yourself look like the images of our Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, all right, and putting forth that name, Jesus, because that's not his name, all right, it has no power in that, man. But this is how they crucified the Lord here in Babylon the Great, all right, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, man, all right, because everything, that was happening then, all right, the so-called white man is doing now, man, all right, all the wickedness, all right. It says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plagues and punishment that Yahweh Shem Yahushua shall bring upon it, man. And that's what you're seeing now, all right, the punishment, all right. Isaiah 29:6, all right, this is the last one. Then I'm going to get, some videos to show the Lord is visiting this place. Isaiah 29:6, and it reads, "Thou shalt be visited of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua of hosts." Hosts mean armies, all right? "With thunder and with earthquake and great noise and storm," all right? And you see that's going on all through the four corners of the earth, all right? People were struck by lightning, all right? All through the past years, man, all right? They say a father and his son were struck by lightning not too long ago, all right? It said a great noise with storm and tempest, all right? A tempest is going into high winds, all right? What you see over there now, all right, in California, all right, with Hillary going on, all right? It's and the flame of devouring fire, man. You got that going over in Canada. You've been having that going on in California. You've been having that going on over there in Europe. All right, but it's ultimately all over the place. All right, and these are the times that we in where the Lord is visiting the so-called white man in this place, current beast system, Babylon the Great. All right, and here's a quick little video. Salakia.
Canada has sent military units to help tackle wildfires that have forced thousands of people to leave their homes. Hundreds of fires are threatening cities in British Columbia and the Northwest Territories. Cooler weather is helping firefighters make progress, but there's already destruction on a huge scale.
It's Canada's worst wildfire season on record. The burned land adds up to an area larger than Ireland. International fire crews are on hand to help battle the blazes. A state of emergency has been declared in British Columbia, and Canada's federal government has stepped in.
As Canadians are seeing in the horrific images they see of devastation and fear of residents in Northwest Territories and in BC, it is an extraordinarily serious situation.
35,000 residents have already been evacuated.
And not to mention, can't forget about Hawaii, what's going on over there too, all right? The Lord he said that he was going to make Esau a burnt mountain, man. All right, but this is just, the beginnings, all right, of all the things that's going to come to pass.
In British Columbia. Kelowna is one of the worst hit areas. The fire spread rapidly there over the weekend, growing more than 100-fold in just 24 hours. Fire crews say if the improved weather conditions hold, they could gain the upper hand.
We are finally feeling like we're moving forward rather than we're moving backwards. And that's a great feeling for all of us to have. In saying that, make no mistake, there will be difficult days ahead.
With many residents anxious to return home, authorities are warning
he think that, that everything is good. But the Lord said this, though. I got to get this. It says, 2 Ezra 16:3, a sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? And that's the Lord, man, asking you a question, man. That all of these plagues and all of this stuff that's going forth, man, who is going to quench it? Who is going to stop it? No one, all right? Because it said the plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? Yeah, well, who is you? You talking about that you kind of getting things back, all right? It say, may any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire and stubble when it have begun to burn? So yeah, if you and come across the path of a lion which is hungry, all right, you think you're gonna be able to stop that lion from attacking your ass? Hell no. All right. It says, may one turn again the arrow that is shot off of a strong archer? The mighty Lord sent us the plague, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? All right, he shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? Therefore the earth quaketh, and the foundation thereof. The sea arises up with waves for the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power, man. All right, and that part, that's going into those those missiles when they hit the water. All right, the lakes and the oceans. All right, and even the fish is gonna be in trouble or consumed. All right, so who are you to talk about you gonna calm something down and things looking like they gonna go back to normal? No, for when they say peace and safety, instead of destruction falleth upon them as a travailing woman. All right, so roughly paraphrasing, man, this is the time we in. All right, the Lord is not gonna turn them back on none of the promises that He said. All right, just had to get that real quick, man.
More could still be forced to evacuate.
Say that we can take you to Yellowknife in Canada's Northwest Territories.
All right, so we see that's going on. All right, what else we have here? You ain't turning back nothing.
Hurricane Hillary has brought flooding, high winds, and at least one death to Mexico's Baja California. It's quickly advancing north towards heavily populated southwestern states in the U.S. Authorities there warn of potentially life-threatening flooding.
Hurricane Hillary lashing the Cabo San Lucas resort town in Mexico. With the eye of the storm approaching the coast, winds of 177 kilometers per hour and heavy rainfall are already bearing down on Mexico's Baja California peninsula. In Mexico's second largest city, Tijuana, the city council has set up shelters. If your house is in a landslide zone, I want to tell you again that together with the city councils, the state government has installed shelters across Baja California, and we are ready to receive you. And authorities there are taking precautions to prevent flood damage. Builders are digging channels to allow the floodwater to drain. Meteorologists say the storm is losing strength as it heads towards the U.S. state of California, but it's gaining speed, and the U.S. National Hurricane Center is warning of catastrophic flooding.
There will be power outages, make no mistake, there will be power outages across Southern California, and we want to be sure that we have this close communication with those utility companies to ensure that they can restore power as quickly as they possibly can.
As California braces for disruption, authorities are telling people to stay home.
Jason Campidonia is NBC News Radio Bureau Chief in LA. Does California know how to prepare for a tropical storm?
So the short answer there, Ben, is no.
All right, so with that question, hell no. They talking about preparing for a storm, and you people call this stuff Mother Nature, man. All right? That's why the Lord is going to be justified once again, because you don't give the Lord Yahweh Shai his credit. All right? The Lord is about to get his fame back. His name is going to be all through the four corners of the earth, man. All right? So, let me see.
You could go to Grainger.com to find what you need to get the job done.
The Lord is all over the place, man. All over the world.
La mia voce in italiano. Et c'est ma voix en français. How'd I do?
It's been more than a year since Pakistan was devastated by massive flooding. More than 1,700 people died and millions of homes were destroyed during last summer's inundation, which covered up to a third of the country at its peak. Now, a year later, some parts of Pakistan are still badly affected. Many people are living in makeshift homes. Financial pledges from abroad have come up short. Aid organizations estimate that up to 20 million people are still in need of support. The head of the UN has called the floods the biggest example of climate change. And with me here in the studio is DW reporter Beenish Javed to give us some more insight. I mean, you've been covering this since the very beginning. Reflecting on the floods 1 year later, how is the current situation right now? Sara, Pakistan is still sinking. There are areas in Pakistan that are still underwater, and authorities say that floods of 2022 formed lakes that were so huge that it would take years to evaporate that water.
And the Lord is against you, you Arabs, man. All right, you Palestinians, man. You Palestine, you niggas you niggas getting it too. All right, the Lord is judging the whole earth, man. Hold on, Salakia. What is that? Bear with me. This is Joel's 3 and 3. It says, and they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for a harlot, and they sold a girl for wine that they might drink. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Philistine? All right, the Hamite nations. All right, even the Ishmaelites, man. All right, you Palestine, you Iranians. All right, that's why the Lord is sending floods over there as well. All right, it say, will ye render me a recompense? A recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, I will return your recompense upon your own head, because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temple my goodly and pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their borders. So you touched the apple of the Lord's eye. All right, and the Lord is visiting all you damn heathens in Esau, man. All right, behold, I will raise them out of the place where you have sold them, and I will return your recompense upon your own head. All right, so yeah, the Lord is, it's returning your own recompense upon your own head, man. All right, and another video, one more I believe I got, but if not, I can close out with that. But I'm gonna read Isaiah 29 again. All right, because this is the time we in. All right, judgment. All right, all over the four corners of the earth. Isaiah 29 and 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and with great noise. And it said with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. Man. All right, so the Lord is sending those plagues across the four corners of the earth, man. All right, floods. Wildfires, man. All right, earthquakes, hurricanes, and so forth and so on, man. All right, so they say a picture, all right, or this video speak 1,000 words, man. All right, so this is the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua doings, man. So with that, I hope this is edifying. Till next time, I say Shalom, DT, and Baba Ball.